Hey guys, it's Allie. I am back again today from the Intuitive Soul Collective, intuitivesoulcollective.com, and I'm just sharing some of the really funny shit that happens when we don't trust our intuition or trust our own gut instinct. I think a lot of the time we think that, all this really bad shit's gonna happen and, if we don't trust our intuition, but a lot of the time there's really, really funny things that happen when we don't trust our intuition. So for one, like that time that I was really, really feeling like, man, my dog really, really needs to go out. He really needs to go out. I should really let him out. And then I was like, oh, I'll just do one more thing. I'll just do one more video. I'll do one more live stream. I'll check one more email, right? I kept putting all these things on my plate. And lo and behold, before I knew it, dog takes a shit on the floor, right? He's like, I couldn't hold it anymore, man. I was trying to tell you. You know what I mean? So there's stuff like that happens. Or that time when you're like, man, I should really, really, really take my dog out for a walk. And again, you ignore it. And then your dog's tearing up shit in your house and, taking a shit on the carpet or going pee on the leg of the couch. And you're like, wow, I don't know why I didn't trust my intuition when it was saying you should really, really, really take your dog out on a walk. Or, that time when my intuition was telling me, I should take that pot off the stove, but then you don't take it off the stove and all of a sudden your dinner's burnt and you're like, well, this is some bullshit. But it's not, because you weren't listening to your own infinite wisdom, your own intuition. Or what about that time you got an amazing idea, right? Like a really amazing idea, like a download, and you felt the tingles down the spine and you felt like this expansive feeling in yourself. You got really excited and you were like, like the idea feels alive, it feels energetic, it feels really, really good. And then you sit on it and you just wait and you kind of just wait and you kind of just wait. Maybe you second guess it a little bit, way too much. And all of a sudden, someone else comes out and they launch an idea or a program or a book or a product or whatever, and it's that same fucking idea, almost verbatim. And you're like, well, fuck this shit. This sucks. I'm out. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, I'm out. You know what I mean? I think this stuff happens all the time. And there's a lot of really funny things that happen when you don't trust your intuition. You turn down the wrong way and your intuition's telling you, that gut instinct is telling you, I should really take this route to get my kid to school. But then you don't take that route. You think, oh, but I'm going to try and logic my way through this, and it ends up taking 5 minutes longer. And all of a sudden little Jimmy is late for school, right? Or you're thinking, man, I really should take better care of myself, or I really should take better care of my body, or I really need to take a day off. And all of a sudden you're depleted and you're getting sick and you feel foggy, or you're like, man, I feel exhausted, literally emotionally, mentally, spiritually, energetically, physically, because physically is always the last thing. You just feel burned the fuck out, right? And you can't get back into it. This is some of the random examples of things that start to happen when we don't trust ourselves and we don't trust our intuition. We've been programmed not to trust ourselves. We've literally been told all the answers come outside of you for so long. Even since childhood, we've been told there's authority figures outside of you. And it's not a bad thing to listen to your parents, ever. Don't tell my parents I said that, because they're totally going to hold that one. They're totally going to hold that one up here. But it's not a bad thing to never trust other people. That's not what I'm saying. I think intuition can work through outside sources too. But we're really programmed to look to other people for what we want and how we want it. The educational system's set up this way. We're really set up in a lot of ways to not trust ourselves from a really early age. So then when we get older and we're trying to make big decisions in business, or where am I going to go to college, or even, do I even want to go to college? Or how do I spend this money? Or should I buy a house? Or am I going to marry this person? Big freaking shit. Should I have kids? Should I go towards this creative endeavor, go write and publish that book? We second guess ourselves. We trip ourselves up. We start to feel like garbage. We naysay ourselves. We have that own inner critic, that mean girl, or that douchebag jerk in our head, just yelling at us, telling us, who are you to do that? You can't listen to yourself. You better ask everyone else. But you're supposed to go this way, so you better go that way. Right? It's that logic, that inner critic, and sometimes outer critics can tell us not to trust our own inner wisdom. But as far as the funny shit goes, you know, that part of you, that soul self, that source, you know, your inner light being, I don't care what you call it, like that's always going to tell you through feelings, through downloads, through ideas, like it's going to come back and knock on the door over and over and over with that idea. It's going to come back and knock on the door over and over and over with that, this guy's not right for you. I'm trying to tell you something doesn't feel right, and all of a sudden you find out it's not going to work out and the wedding's off, and you're like, damn it, I should have listened to myself 6 months ago. Or, you know, like you get those situations where the idea just keeps coming back and the lightning bolts keep striking, even though your logic is telling you, no, don't do it, it's not right, it's not okay. No, don't take your dog out. Well, suddenly the dog's shitting on the floor, right? So this is the stuff that happens. It can be really, really funny too. It can be really inspiring. It can be what feels like a garbage dump of a situation sometimes, but it doesn't have to be that way at all. It really depends on how you see it. Well, hey, there's been times I haven't listened to myself. God bless that mess. And now it's time to start listening to myself. It's time to start trusting myself. It's time to start giving myself the grace to accept the mistakes that I've made in the past, because I don't really believe in mistakes. I don't really think you can fuck it up. I think you just had opportunities and experiences to experience what it feels like to not choose your own path, to not go your own way. And now you get the opportunity to start to choose to do what feels right and feels happy and feels joyful for you. But again, a lot of the time we're told fun is for children. Well, guess what? Fun is a high freaking frequency. And when you're in the energy of fun, that is usually when you're in the gold mine. You're in the abundant zone. That's when you got the Midas touch. Everything turns to gold when you're in the higher frequencies. Peace, joy, love, abundance, all the same wavelength, all the same receiving wavelength. So everything that you want to co-create, everything that you want to receive, whether it's an idea or money or a soulmate lover or hot sex or whatever it is, a home, an idea, the wherewithal and the trust and discernment in yourself to follow through on that idea or follow through on that thing, that nudge that you're getting, like, I really should write that book. I think I'm gonna go write that book, or should call that girl. I think I'm gonna call that girl. Yeah, I'm gonna call her. This just feels right. Right? It's that thing, that energy, when you're in that energy, gets you to follow through. And so instead of getting overwhelmed, you're focused, you're highly intentional, and it feels amazing. It feels easy. But again, a lot of times we don't trust that. So that's why I brought forth the Infinitely Wise Woman / Open to Receiving program. It is open to women and some very, very lovely men who are ready to come in and learn with a group of amazing women who are already in the program earlier this year, who said that 8 weeks was not enough. They missed the group, they missed the calls, they wanted to go farther and expand it more. A lot of them have started to learn how to tap into their own infinite wisdom, their own infinite source. They're trusting themselves more, they're going within more, and they're not judging the shit out of themselves all the time, and they're not stopping themselves in the middle of the downloads and the action all the time. Not only are they receiving them, they're not stopping themselves from taking action and bringing those things out into form anymore. So we're going to talk more and more, and you're going to get the support in the program that you want to learn how to tap into your intuition or that gut instinct to trust your damn self again. And we're going to make it fun, because this program is really about fun. It's really fun to learn how to tap into source, tap into your, I don't care what you call it, your spirit guides, Allah, Buddha, Krishna, Jesus, something bigger than you, the ocean, Mama Gaia, I don't care. Whatever you call it, you trust yourself, you trust yourself. You're not going to trust anything that comes from any source outside of you, right? Or any person or anything if you don't trust yourself, you don't have that discernment for yourself, right? So that's what we're going to learn how to do in Infinitely Wise Woman / men. It's going to be very much about learning how to receive with ease. And when you're in the receiving frequency, not only do you get the downloads and the intuition, it does impact your income, your business ideas, what you bring to fruition. It impacts it all. It impacts everything. And you start to walk around like, I got this. I got this. I am wise as fuck. I got this. So we're going to go through it. We're going to make it an adventure every day. We're going to do a lot of experiments, a lot of play. There's going to be some meetups and some mini retreats for people in the program who decide to do the VIP option, the very intuitive person option. And it's going to be a lot of fun. This is not a group where we're going to learn how to play with crystals and cards, though I love that shit. I have like 18 crystals around me right now. I love it. But I want you guys to learn how to trust yourselves and discern what feels like a life-giving, joy-giving thing for yourself. And that's going to take some going back and saying, why am I not allowed to have what I want, to have fun in the process, to feel some freaking peace in the process, and to enjoy the journey? And letting yourself have that experience with a group of amazing women and men by your side. So I'm really excited for this journey. I hope you guys will come join me. The doors are opening in May. There is going to be some early bird bonuses and enrollment. Like I said, there will be a lot of really, really fun meetups and retreats and things like that. This is just one of the many things that I think are out there to help you learn how to trust yourself more. But in this case, if you're feeling called to it and you want to have fun and play and peace in the process, then this would be a great group to come to. And if you know me, I like to have a lot of fun. So do my spirit guides, and so does my team, and so do the women and men that I already work with in this world. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you guys will come join me. Again, my name's Allie Horner. You can email me at allison@adventurenox.com. Or you can visit the Intuitive Soul Collective website. There should be a sign up for the waitlist for the Infinitely Wise Woman and Men program. It's going to be a lot of fun. Doors opening in May. And yeah, I hope you'll come join us. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye, guys.